Aries, November. What an interesting month for you, Aries. Your ruling planet, which is Mars, is in opposition straight across from Pluto, the planet of transformation and change. This is a feisty time. And Aries, you know feisty. You were born feisty. So now with Pluto straight across from Mars, Pluto wants to change everything, and Mars is the god of war, right? And it's interesting because your ruling planet Mars also rules Scorpio, and Scorpio is co-ruled by Pluto. So we've got some like connection here with the sun being in Scorpio and you sharing this ruling planet Mars with Scorpio. I've heard them referred to as like cousins, and Pluto and Mars. So this is an interesting period here. So you may be feeling a lot of internal conflict. There's kind of like a push-pull thing going on. You need to stay calm and not be so reactive this month. Okay. So we know that we have a lot of planets that are going to be heading to your sign. We know that next year in March, Neptune's going to move into Aries, and in May, Saturn's going to move into Aries. So we know that you're going to have a lot of activity coming up in the new year. So right now, I would kind of chill, relax, try to not engage too much because there's a lot of things to fight about right now, and you don't need to be leading that fight. Okay. I don't think it's going to be good for you. So chill, go slow. You are going to have some trines this month. There's a lot of fire energy this month. Okay. We're moving out of October. That was really watery, and November is very fiery. You're going to have a trine with Mercury, the planet of communication, in the sign of Sagittarius, which it's doing a retrograde. So it's going to spend a lot of time there. We have a trine with Mars in the sign of Leo starting on November 3rd, your ruling planet in the fiery sign of Leo. We have a trine with the sun in Sagittarius. Now remember, trines are all the positive aspects, okay? Trines, when people study astrology, everybody wants the triangles, the trines, because they're said to be smooth. Now, don't get me wrong, the squares give us some character, give us some grit, but nobody ever complains about a trine. So lots of trines this month. Now, you will have a square with Pluto in the cardinal sign of Capricorn. You are also a cardinal sign, Aries. So we have a 90-degree angle happening between you, Aries, your sun, and Pluto in the sign of Capricorn until 11/19. Okay, then that will move into Aquarius, and that will shift for you. You will also have a square with Venus in the cardinal sign of Capricorn when it moves into Capricorn on November 11th through December 7th. Okay, so with these squares, you're not going to want to fight, especially with the ones you love. And you may want to watch your wallet a little bit this month, but your time is coming next year, Aries. There's going to be a lot of activity for you. Now, I did a little pre-reading, and the cards that I got, first one I got is the Seven of Cups here from the Dreamy Moons Tarot. And here's all these cups. It's really foggy, and it kind of feels like coming out of October with all those planets and water signs. Things aren't really clear. Right now, those planets, Neptune, Saturn, they're all in Pisces right now. Okay. So things are a little hazy still. And okay, let's see what else you got. Your second card was the Four of Cups. And this is an interesting version of the Four of Cups because it looks like the cup of satisfaction is way up there in the tree and it's out of reach. So you may be feeling the struggle. You may not know where the answers lie. You may not see it all clearly right now. But that cup is still there, and it's going to show itself to you at some point. Now, you did get the Three of Pentacles here from the Modern Witch. And this is a card of collaborating with others. It's a foundation card. Also kind of feels like there's like an exposure there, right? That woman is exposing herself for the classroom setting. And so it almost looks like there's clarity coming, and you might want to collaborate with others and not do it so much on your own right now. And like I said, things will be much more clear for you, clear for all of us, but especially clear for you as Neptune and Saturn move into your sign next year. Okay, so I'm going to work with this little mini tarot deck here. This adorable little golden Art Nouveau. We have these in stock in Kent. And let's pick one for week by week here. We're going to go the 4 weeks of November. See what you need to know here. And let's see. I feel like I missed something. Oh, I know what I did. These are for the 4 weeks, but I was going to give you a few more cards here. That is not a pre-reading. I have not looked at any of these yet. And we're going to see what's important for you to know. Okay, so I'm going to give you 3 cards and an oracle, working with the Sacred Forest Oracle. And let's see what you need to know here, Aries. So we're starting off. We've got a reversed hermit. I'm going to put him upright. And I'm not a big card reversal reader, but we have the hermit here. He's your inner guide. He's your path of truth. He's Virgo energy. He's the hermit he's a fool grown up. Okay, so you're starting off with a major arcana about what's important for you to know. Taking some alone time, taking some quiet time, and might as well, before all these planets move into your sign, not wanting to engage too hard with others. It's too easy to fight. And so taking that quiet and listening to your own inner voice. Card number 2 is the 9 of Pentacles. And the 9 of Pentacles, it's a card of like everything's beautiful, all is well. There's abundance, okay, and kind of savoring the abundance. And I know that can be a sense of boredom in the 9 of Pentacles, and you already had that boredom kind of show up in this 4 of Cups also, but it's okay. It's okay to feel that. Just kind of stay in a state of gratitude. Oh, here's the 7 of Cups again. Showed up for the second time here. And so we still have this fogginess, but some of the answers can come through feeling, okay? Because you're not going to be able to see everything very clearly. Now, your oracle card is the Ancient Oak Spirit, and it says strength. Love that door and that tree. So ancient oak. So you have wisdom here and stability, this old growth tree, and a lot of solidness here. Kind of interesting, kind of came underneath this 3 of Pentacles that is really like kind of helping you like through collaborating with others to be grounded. So it's very important that you stay grounded, that you stay strong, and that this too shall pass. Okay. Now let's see what the minis have to say for each week. So week 1, we have a 7 of Wands. Looks like there's a lot going on. There's a lot coming at you, and it's really up to you to choose how you're going to react. Okay. And we put it here under the Hermit card. So we know that stepping back and away is probably the best bet for you right now. Things are feisty as can be, so much fire energy as we move on in the month. And even though a lot of that's trining you, the Mars-Pluto opposition is a really big deal. Okay, it doesn't happen very often, and it's going to happen a couple more times in the near future, and we don't want to cause war in our own life. Okay. Week 2, we have the 4 of Swords here, indicating a need for rest. And it's coming in under this 9 of Pentacles, kind of showing us just enjoy what you have, enjoy the beauty, take a pause. Okay. Week 3, we have the lovely Empress showing up, and she showed up in our month ahead too. Taurus energy. We know we have a Taurus full moon this month. I think it might even be during week 3. And so So we see Taurus energy really keeping you grounded, even though things feel so up in the air. It might feel really foggy. Week 4, we have the 5 of Wands, and it looks like there's some forward movement here. Like maybe you've changed your mind about something. We do know that you're having a little bit of an internal struggle. And, it's funny. This card looks like the 3 of Wands to me, but I could swear that says 5 at the top. So, but it has vibes of like thinking about the future, what's coming next, where you want to be going next. Okay. And so those are the kind of things that might be on your mind right now, but you got to stay cool and you got to stay calm. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these cards to the side. We're going to work with some of our charms here. We're going to roll some dice. We're going to give you some power days for this month of November. Okay, so let's push this to the back here. And we'll start. We got a big bowl of charms here. We're going to throw some onto this calendar. We're going to roll some dice. All right. And our dice say Scorpio, Venus, Scorpio in the 12th house. Okay. Interesting placement. Venus and Scorpio in the 12th house. So Venus, we know you're going to have a square with Venus for most of the month. And Scorpio does like to hide, and it likes to likes to be in the darkness. Venus and Scorpio loves really, really deeply and can be very emotional. And the 12th house is the house of stepping back, retreating back. Okay. So this is really a good month for you to take a lot of retreating back. Things aren't that clear. You can sort through some of your feelings, but you want to deal with your anger on your own, and you don't want it to show up in your relationships. Okay. Now we've got some letters here that landed up at the top. We got an S, a Y, a King of Clubs. I got the word say, sag, sage, hag. What else have we got? We've got an OVE. Do we have an L? No. We have the word NO. Well, you guys look and see. I see the word vase and hens. Okay. So you can see what words you can make there. Let's see what days we had activity. So we've got a crown landing on about the 28th of October, along with the letter N. We have some activity around the 29th and 30th of October. Here we've got a turtle, the letter G. Sometimes turtles, they move slowly. That could be aggravating for you, Aries. I know you like to move fast. We have this little like hairpin with this crystal on the top. It looks like a crystal ball there on the 30th. And this moose button landed on Halloween, actually. Okay. So interesting creature moose are. I've got a G and an A, which is a symbol for Georgia, abbreviation for Georgia, and AK for Alaska. All right. What else? Now, we got this big stone here that shows, it says 7, and it's like a stage of the moon. Interesting how you got the 7 of Cups a bunch of times. This is on the 5th of November. Also, you got the number 52, which in numerology, we would call that a 7. So you've got a lot of 7s going on. To me, 7 is a number of your spiritual path, but it's also associated with 7 is the Chariot, right? So it's like emotional guidance pulling us forward. So trusting feeling, even though I know Aries, maybe you're too busy to deal with feelings, but this month is asking you to. You've got I think this is Mother Mary between the 5th and the 6th. And so a lot of activity. This is election day. So 2 7s on election day. Okay. Then over here on the 7th, we have a guitar. On the 8th, we have an H. We've got I don't know if this is a saxophone, trombone. There on the 9th with the letter O. All right. So it looks like you got a lot of activity here between Halloween, last couple days there, the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. All right. Big days of the month for you. We have the letter E on the 12th. We have a cross on the 13th. 14th, we have a V. 15th, we have another O. So a couple more power days here, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. 21st, you have this little like boy character here on the 21st. 22nd says protected and vulnerable. And you've got a quartz crystal here on the 22nd, kind of in between the 22nd and the 29th. Okay. So you got a lot of midweek activity. The only Saturday that has activity is the 9th. You might want to mark your calendar there. Now let's give you some dates according to the dice that you rolled. So you rolled Venus, and so that's going to give you dates when we have the full moon in Taurus, which, let's see where we are here. The full moon in Taurus is on, well, the moon moves into Taurus on Thursday the 14th, where you have the letter V, 1:59 a.m. And then the full moon on Friday is in Taurus at 4:28 p.m. on the 15th, and the 16th until early in the morning. Okay, power times for you. Because you rolled Venus, you also get Libra days, which will be the 6:20 a.m. on Monday, November 25th through the 26th and the 27th until 7:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You rolled Scorpio. So you're going to have that stretch there from the 25th, 26th, 27th when the moon's in Libra into the 28th, 29th, 30th until early in the morning on the 30th when the moon is in Scorpio. Okay, more power times for you. And you rolled the 12th house, which is Pisces. Okay, and we start off. Well, we have Pisces energy starting Saturday the 9th. So we're back to the 9th. And you got some symbols for music there too. So maybe this is a good time for you to go hear some live music on November 9th. Through the 10th, great day to sleep in. 11th till the 12th till 1:26 a.m. Okay, so power times for you, Aries. Have a fabulous month.